fans from all around the world. It's MPJ time. It's Nige, it's Simon, it's William, and it's Pete. Welcome, gang.
Hello.
Hi.
So,
Hello.
do you know, like, imagine you're skiing, right? Okay, and you hear a rumble. You hear a rumble in the distance, and then suddenly you look behind and you're skiing down the hill, and there's a whole mountain of snow headed towards you. And it's going to be a bit of a horror show, isn't it? Let's be honest about it. It's going to be a bit of a horror show. God. Come on, it's got to be our introduction. So we are reviewing I Am the Avalanche and the horror show. Will it be a horror show or will it be something different then? Pete, I mean, you're from Holland, so you've probably never been skiing in your life. So, and there isn't a mountain in sight for 300 miles from where you live. So, right, what do you think of this? Heard of them?
You know, skiing is actually quite popular in the Netherlands. Like every year, February, the entire country just drives off to Austria and they go break their leg on some mountain, and I've got this country to myself. It's so quiet on the road. I love it. Skiing is my favorite thing to not do because everybody just pisses off and leaves me be. That being said, never heard of I Am the Avalanche before, which is maybe weird because they've been around for over 20 years. But maybe not so weird because in those over 20 years, this is only their 5th studio album. And what surprised me extra is they take a lot of time producing an album, which is fine. If you want to make a good quality album, take your time, of course. But then to come out with an album that's only half an hour long is a bit weird to me. But you know how I love long albums, long songs, and that sort of thing. But yeah. It was pretty enjoyable to listen to, at least. It's quite catchy, 90s post-punk vibey. It's got a lot of quite enjoyable songs on it. Nothing really stood out to me. It's kind of blended together to me. The only thing that made it stand out was the fun song titles, like I Miss California and Every Dog I've Ever Met. Like, good title. So yeah, in the end, I really like this band. I'm not going to go back to it or anything. It was a fun album, good listen. Just park it there. It's okay.
Simon, I said to you just a minute ago, I didn't think maybe this was the right kind of album for this half of the show, but you disagreed.
Yeah, well, that's probably my own bias as well, because this is, as Pete says, this is like that pop punk style. It's that sort of like Long Island scene, post emo world that we live in now. I've never heard them before, and for them to have been around this long, I'm surprised I haven't as well. But like I said, this is only their 5th album. Oof, fair enough. Yeah, I think I mirror a lot of what Pete said. Like, you know, it was quite short. It was over too soon. I loved some of the song names. I Miss California and Every Dog I've Ever Met was great. I'm Not Dead, I Just Blinked and Never Saw the Light Again as well. I think there's some good tracks and sounds on there, and they've definitely got that sort of like Taking Back Sunday vibe, which I absolutely love. There is an intro track, hate it, but you know.
It was only 1 minute though.
Yeah, it's a minute too many. Yeah. But I think for me, like, I Miss California was like the best track on there, which is a shame because it's like almost smack in the middle of the album. I feel like it was just one of those, like, it was cool, it was nice. It's not particularly like gonna stay with me forever, but I'd like to hear them do more, and I'm probably going to check out that back catalogue. I also think it's one of those albums that, because we only have like a short window for these reviews, I think we consume it quite quickly. Whereas if I was just staying with this album, I'd probably put it on a playlist and I'll probably keep listening to it a lot longer than this, because I think there's some good stuff in there. I just need it. It's, you know, just need a lot longer to appreciate it, I think. But yeah, it's cool. I liked it.
William, bit of pop punk.
Hello. So this is where I was struggling, because I've been known to speak well of pop punk in my time. You know, massive fan of things like Blink-182, Green Day, Good Charlotte, Avril Lavigne, all that good kind of stuff. But this, to me, sounded more kind of indie-ish, as we were saying before the show started. And famously, I have an unhealthy addiction to hating indie music. It's just not me. It's fine. I found it quite hard to get behind the vocals. They do some screamy, shouty bits dotted in, and it just doesn't sound right to me. It's lacking that kind of the power and the sound that I'd normally like to hear with that kind of music. They're fine. This is not for me. It happened. I listened to it. It passed, and that was enough for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Is there's a line, isn't there, between metalcore and shouty, and this was more shouty or more angry attempt at stuff. Which sometimes, as we come to maybe later in some of the albums that we do, it is a bit hit and miss really between. Well, you at least I could understand them as well. I think that kind of took the edge off for me as well. For what I thought, I do like heavy indie. I think it's kind of borderline one of my favourite genres. That it's got less pop in it. And for me, there was elements of like what I would call heavy indie rock, and this pop punk kind of rock as well. And there's a borderline to it. So I love Laugh and Bleeding, and that's made it to my kind of cool playlist. I thought it was really cool. So there was some facets of this album I thoroughly enjoyed, and some facets I was a bit maybe not quite perfect really, but overall I enjoyed the album. Overall, I thought it was pretty solid. It was pretty good. And I would definitely kind of put it on again. But as an album in its entirety, it didn't kind of tick all of my boxes. Mostly because that bit of a shouty, angry, kind of aggressive vocal that really wasn't kind of... It didn't feel right for this album, if that meant... For me, anyway. But anyway, well, let's find out then, before we round off with our 2 review, what will this get into our Hall of Fame? I think not with Williams, downer on it. Right, so let's start with you then, Pete.
I gave this a very nicely average 3, and I think some of you might do the same.
So, Simon?
Yeah, close, 3.5.
Hey.
I will echo some Pete's 3 with Trish's 3. So we'll mount the 3s up. There we go. And William?
I gave it a 3 as well.
Hey!
I gave it a 1.
Did you give it a 1?
Oh.
Just couldn't get behind it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Kind of get it. I'm with Simon. I give this a 3.5 on that score. So, Simon, you're not alone there as well. So, unfortunately, though, because of William, it only got a 2.8. It made our top 600 albums of all time. And it's in our top 670 albums of the year. It's not our 7th least favourite album. It's our 61st favourite album of the year so far. What do you guys think out there? Well, first of all, let's finish off with our 2-word review then, first of all. Pete, 2 words.
Quite alright.
Okay. Simon?
Long Island.
Long Island? Oh, okay.
Further from.
Oh, right.
It's like a scene, Long Island scene. It's like that sort of their vocal style, the style. It makes sense.
Sure. Sure. William?
Go, bud.
Pop punk?
Pop punk? I say good show. It's not a horror show. Good show. Okay. What do you guys think out there? Leave your hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you feel you had to. If we're talking utter nonsense, which we normally do. In the meantime, keep on rocking and keep safe.
Bye.